Is there anything playing, like music? Okay. All right. Yeah. No, you good. It's not even technically time to start. That's why I was asking before we started. All right. Bye.
Invite.
Are we live? Oh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the PMALCS. I am Reese, your Moose Barber, and I am joined tonight by Keegan, Happy by 3 Bosch. How are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm solid.
Solid.
It's been a weird week.
Solid. Weird week. Tell me
more
about
time to play video game.
Yeah, that's time that we all need tonight. And tonight we're gonna watch a few people play video games, not us. I actually haven't played League in like at least a month. I haven't checked, so you have to hold my hand through a lot of this, I think. But I do know one thing, that Neil Steele is up to break the kill count record for a regular season tonight, so I'm looking forward to that.
Well, S10 is already trying to avoid that by banning his Kane and his Warwick. So, his main and his pocket pick.
Yeah, definitely solid bans, probably. Already showing my lack of knowledge.
Yeah, Neil loves Kane, and for the last couple weeks, pretty much everyone bans Kane against him, so he just picks Warwick, and people are finally like, let's not let that happen. He's really good at Warwick, too.
Yeah. Kane's been a long time pick for him. I know Sejuani, not something that gets a lot of kills, but that is something he plays a lot and really well.
Very strong pick for him, for sure. But like Neil's pretty solid on just about
it. Yeah, let's check the standings here, see what the stakes are. So yeah, S10 leading the standings and already guaranteed first place. So I think they might just, get something that can get a lot of kills for Neil, just to break the record, because I think that's really all they have in their sights at this point.
And I can appreciate that. I mean, still regular season. The way things are set up right now, everybody makes playoffs. So nothing to lose by just putting all your focus into getting kills for Neil. Plus, if Neil gets enough kills, he'll just carry.
Yeah, and he is very good at carrying. So we're seeing a few picks come through at this point. We see the Sivir, first picked by Heroes of the Storm, followed up by Senna and Thresh. That is securing the bot lane for S10. So Nautilus hover. So yeah, a lot of priority on the bot lanes in this game.
And I mean, not entirely shocking. Both of these teams have pretty solid bot lanes. Excuse me. Both have solid bot lanes. Doesn't surprise me to see either of them, focused on getting picks for themselves or focused on getting comfortable picks to deal with the other bot lane.
Yeah, there's a Silas locked in. I think that one's going to be for Hoagie? I believe Hoagie's mid lane on Heroes of the Storm.
And Silas is pretty nutty right now, so again, can't blame him. Not shocking. Those AP ratio buffs are pretty nutty.
Yeah,
Jax for Jax for Neil.
Yeah, Jax. That is something I've known Neil to play before, so that's definitely something capable of getting 9 kills, 10 kills, 10 kills. He needs 10 kills.
10.
All right, so yeah. Keegan, as someone who knows how to play this game right now, what do you think of this bot lane matchup? Since that is all that's truly revealed so far.
I mean, Senna's in a really, really good spot right now. Not to say Sivir's not, but Senna's pretty nutty. I think Senna is S tier, Sivir's probably A minus. Nautilus and Thresh, kind of do the same thing in different ways. I think a lot of that comes down to the skill matchup.
Mm-hmm.
I do think, Sivir played correctly can position and zone effectively against Senna and keep her from being totally ridiculous. But I mean, Senna's just nutty right now.
A lot of
I wouldn't be
nuttiness.
shocked to see her pop off. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she gets a lot of stacks.
Yeah, so we see a Karma ban. I'm actually pretty happy with that because I'm used to playing Legends of Runeterra at this point. Karma is like just one of the worst things for me. So yeah, if one of these like game 2, if we could get a ban on Heimerdinger or possibly even a Teemo or something, that would be pretty nice. Seeing a Lulu cover here, so that's something out of the normal. That's either a solo lane Lulu or a solo lane Nautilus, or even there's no way it's old school jungle Nautilus. That's not back.
It's playable. It's probably mid Lulu. Silas top maybe, or Lulu top. Hoagie's been known to take Lulu top.
Yeah.
I would expect a Lulu mid or Lulu top before I expect a Nautilus jump, especially with the Olaf there. Olaf's cleaner jungle pick than a top.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could be Silas jungle Olaf top, but
yeah, I would say also Hoagie, long time Lulu player, so they might have just tried to bait out some matchups by hovering that Silas or blocking the Silas, and then they assume it's mid.
If that is Lulu top, I think Hoagie's happy to see more Kaiser. Now, if there is a lobby, I am not yet.
Yeah, we do have one. Just need to make room for you, I guess.
I heard the ping. That sweet, sweet sound. Being invited to the game.
All right, so as we're getting into the actual pick ban here, we're gonna start seeing who's top and who's mid. Yeah, who's top, who's mid on Heroes of the Storm to really secure that. But I'm gonna say I like this jungle matchup in favor of Neil. Jackson to Olaf. The Counter-Strike's able to negate a lot of Olaf's auto attacks. It really relies on that attack speed for trades early.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jax just has mobility that Olaf doesn't, I mean, even being able to Q hop to a ward gives you massive mobility that doesn't for Olaf. Olaf is pretty much running a straight.
Yeah, that he is. Curious about this Talia pick. Now I'm taking another look over this. Is she back mid? Is that a mid thing again?
Who?
Talia.
I haven't seen her mid. Could be, but I haven't seen it.
Hmm.
Ooh, bad news. Sean, who just commented in the Facebook group, Sejuani duty, let's go. Bad news, bud.
Not this time.
Maybe next.
They do not have much to lose, so I'm putting this man on whatever gets kills.
Oh, Jimmy on Silas. Okay, so it is the Silas top. Yep. Silas top for sure. Hoagie will go mid. Yeah, makes sense.
It's worth mentioning they could trade up to the last 20 seconds in here, but
yeah,
I believe it will be Hoagie on Lulu because that's just one of his favorite champions.
I feel like people rarely actually do that in LCS.
Yeah.
People fear what they cannot understand. Are you sickened? We must all make our choices.
This is always an interesting 5 minutes of casting when you're like, okay, we just talked about this and pick ban. Now they're pick banning again.
Yeah, I mean, this is the point where I'd normally talk about matchups, but Lulu versus Talia mid. Yeah, I mean, also Lulu versus Talia mid. They're not really traditional mid laners for the last 3 or 4 years. So
Silas Mord is interesting.
Yeah, it'd be pretty big for Silas to have that Mordekaiser ultimate. I don't think any of the other ultimates are really super impactful. Maybe Talia's. Maybe Jax's for like a 1v1 duel. But then I barely understand Silas to begin with, so I'm probably talking out of my ass here.
Nah, killing it.
Alright, as expected, that is Hoagie on Lulu mid, Silas top.
We're past the 30-second mark, so no one's traded. This is interesting. I mean, I gotta say, I like S10 matchup wise. I think Sen is a really strong pick. Mordekaiser, I like into Silas. I like Jax into Olaf. I have no idea about the mid lane, but I will say I think Hoagie's familiarity on Lulu is a huge advantage in any matchup. So I'll say Hoagie probably in a good spot in that lane. But that said, pretty much every time this split that I've thought HOTS had a worse lineup, they've stomped. So history says that they're gonna pop off anyway.
I'm gonna take us back to PMA LCS Season 4 to a little team known as Codename Carries Next Door.
They win.
Who ran Lulu and Sivir and Olaf in like 80% of our games. And we won the season because that was just really good back then. That was when Lulu mid was still pretty popular. And Olaf was really good and Sivir was really good. So that combo is really just putting all your cards on Olaf and he runs the enemy AD carry down and then the mid laner down and then everyone else down. Because he's so buffed up from the rest of his team. I say this, Olaf especially is really good into Senna because she has no mobility to get away. So I think that is a really viable strategy for them. Yeah, I think as long as Olaf doesn't fall too far behind, I think S10's got a really clear path to victory. I'm saying S10. I think Tears of the Storm. I think I'm mixing these team names up. Uh,
That happens.
S10 on the other. S10 on the
Luckily,
other
we have
hand.
no subs tonight, so you can actually trust the things next to their names.
I. That's true. I could barely remember the names of the players in the first place. So what do we think S10's path to victory in this game is? I feel like their team's kind of scattered. They don't have a clear cohesion between them.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like Mordekaiser is inherently a pretty isolated champion just because that's literally what his ultimate does.
Yeah. I feel like Silas doesn't really want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Really interesting.
Important to note that Mordekaiser's ultimate will not affect Olaf while Olaf ults, so he can't use that to remove Olaf from the from the team fight. So what do you think this level one's gonna look like? What do you think? Who do you think wins level one? Do you think either team goes for the invade? Do you think either team stacks, waits for the invade?
They both have pulls. They both
Mhm.
have hook champs, so they both could totally justify it. I don't know if either of them will. We could have. Yeah, I'll tell you as soon as I'm there. We
Mhm.
could have the classic PMA LCS run by each other into each other's jungles.
Yeah, two ships in the night.
Oh my god. So close to the elusive 10 skin game. Freedom Ping.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not
at
even
10
loaded
seconds.
in. I'm at
Golden.
0% loaded. um,
I'm very
Talia,
upset. Freedom Penguin.
Talia has cleanse, so that's
Talia also has that really creepy skin.
that was the only skin in the game with a verified moose in it, so I'm gonna have to ask you to take
Do you
that
want
back.
moose? No,
Is-
it's just the art style of it looks so different from like the League art style. It looks out of place.
That's fair. Okay, I'm loaded in the game. I'm at
I'm
5,
not, but I'll
6,
be there.
7, 8. Pausing at 10.
My game always takes forever to load into spectate. It doesn't do this when I'm playing. If I'm spectating, it's like, you can wait. You're fine. I do like the cleanse, honestly, into Lulu. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Polymorph, very
super
troubling.
reasonable. Yeah. Super reasonable. Can't blame for that. Plus a Nautilus. Like,
Well, I
not
think,
super shocked by that.
yeah, another thing about it, I think Polymorph's also a silence, so he wouldn't be able to cast
I don't
cleanse.
know if Polymorph silences. I know Lulu has it. I'm at
Alright, we're at 10 seconds.
Yeehaw.
Alright.
Rad.
Alright, so yeah, now we're getting into the first game between S10 and Heroes of the Storm. We're seeing, yeah, no clear direction from either team.
We got
Kind
some
of splitting
pings,
up.
though. I always get excited when I hear pings, but no luck.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Okay. This is 80 carry Thrush. This is a Port Senna. Oh wait, no. Is this the freaking new thing where Senna doesn't last hit? Okay.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, I think that's dumb. This is why I played Legends of Runeterra instead.
Yeah, there's nothing dumb and unbalanced in Runeterra, that's for sure.
I'm kind of upset. Senna's not even a champion in that. I mean, no, like, went into alpha like as she was announced.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but like, they made her a card and it's not a champion, so that kind of, I don't know how they're ever going to be able to incorporate her as a champion.
Yeah, that's weird. I'll figure it out. They'll retcon it.
Yeah.
I don't understand the no last hit Senna.
It's just like some mathematical bullshit.
Fair. I mean, I assume it's because of souls, but I thought she got more souls for last hitting.
She gets less souls for last hitting.
And yeah, and souls are nutty on her. I mean, ridiculous damage. So I can totally see why a bunch of souls would be worth more than getting items.
Yeah, they pretty much, they just mathed out the gold value of the souls and multiplied that by the percentage chance you get them, and then by the percentage of the
It's like
gold
in
value
most-
of the minions, and yeah, it's just some weird
It's like in
math
most
stuff.
situations, the RNG works out in your favor.
Yeah, but we're seeing Nautilus going in on this fight. Bot lane caught Senna out just a little. Force her flash and heal in exchange for Nautilus's ignite.
I'm
Great
just excited because
engage.
this means I can finally play ADC. I don't have to learn to last it.
Yeah, I like Legends of Runeterra because it lets me play Lucian without having to play Lucian.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's hard now to trust CS. It's gonna look like HOTS has a significant CS advantage for the entire game.
Yeah. Looking like Mordekaiser's almost able to take Silas down the top lane. Not ready to commit the flash to get it. Silas still has this flash. So we're seeing a little skirmish around this bottom scuttle. Both teams collapsing. Looks like HOTS is going to get there first. Jax is isolated. He's going to have to flash away. Olaf flashes after him. He's going to run him down with these axes. We're going to see if he can make it. Does not look like it. First blood.
Bummer. Yeah, I think
first
Will just
blood
didn't
Olaf.
have his E yet. Wasn't able to counter strike to survive at the end there.
I see 30 seconds until Dragon comes up. Thinking it'd be a good time. Actually, no, Olaf's already recalled, so he probably doesn't have to. They can get priority in mid lane. That would be a good setup for this Dragon. Bot lane has a big wave pushing in S10's favor, so I don't think they're going to get priority there anytime soon.
We got pings.
Olaf coming around this bot lane. Misses an axe on the Thresh, but Nautilus able to pull him in. Thresh flashes away. That is safety for the S10 bot lane.
Yeah, solid flash from him. I mean, you get caught out like that, you sort of accept you're going to use your flash. The question is just, how do you use it in a way that, keeps you alive and not wasting it right away because you get a little spooked. I think he did a good job of holding on to it.
I would agree. Let's see soul count for Senna here. It's only at 17. Olaf. Yeah, Olaf looking to start up this dragon as they do now have priority in mid and bot lane. And they might even know that Jax is on the top side of the jungle. So you can probably do this unassisted. It doesn't look like anyone from S10's gonna come up on him anytime soon. Yeah, this looks like a free dragon for him.
Yeah, not shocking. Just good awareness in general, knowing Jax is probably routing top, and you've got the right priority in your lanes to make it happen. I mean, I'm honestly surprised not to see more prio from Hoagie. Hoagie's usually pretty dominant on Lulu. I think right now we're just seeing a fairly low-key, fairly straightforward lane. That said, Hoagie getting the first back now means he's going to have a ridiculous item advantage when he gets back to lane. But Mudkips recognizes that, goes back to avoid it.
Yeah, I will say he only gets a catalyst. I mean, it's not great laning stats, only health and mana, and the extra healing and mana.
Mm-hmm. I think that's solid for where he was at, though. I mean,
Seeing
just one of those-
Arion stealing the blue buff from Neil the Steel.
Yeah, that
Also,
was bold. I mean, he didn't have vision up there. That was just sort of an assumption that Jax had stayed up there. A little risky, but worth it.
Ooh, Talia getting just a little too close to that bush that Olaf is backing in and forces the flash.
Lots of plates going down bot, too. Was that one? Or... see on... There we go. Just one.
Just one.
Almost.
Yeah, I think S10 got a plate up top, so that's 1 for 1. Sivir has 69 CS. Nice.
Good work. Oh, so does Mordekaiser.
Ah, nice.
Proud of you guys. At the same time, like adults.
Yeah, I see a little skirmish up top. Silas has the Mordekaiser ultimate. Mordekaiser also has the Mordekaiser ultimate. Neil returning the favor, stealing the blue buff from blue side.
Can you use Mord's ult on him while you're in his ult?
I think so, yeah, you'd steal the stats back, but they're looking for a dive on this top lane. Maybe a little inadvisable since Silas has the Mordekaiser ultimate. Looks like Jax is going to back off. Also a good idea because Olaf was right around the corner, but I don't think he knew. That's okay.
Really smart ultimate from Freedom Penguin. Give himself the shield so he can survive the ignite.
Wait, I didn't see that. I didn't see what was happening down there.
Oh, is your
Thanks,
directed
up
camera
top.
still top? Mine took me bot.
No, I just manually use mine most of the time.
Gotcha.
The directed camera probably knows better than me.
Nah, I just use directed because it'll show me the same thing that the stream is seeing.
Now we're seeing a little skirmish around this bot lane. See those Senna stacks at 33. I think she gets the range and crit at every 25. 20. We're seeing Talia ult down bot. No, Nautilus flashes over the Talia wall.
Do you know, is it 60 or 80 where she gets more range than a turret?
It's gonna have to be a lot more than that.
Might be 100. I remember them talking about it on LCS and being shocked at how low it was and how easy it was to get there.
Huh.
Yeah,
I guess
she's
I am also
very-
shocked at that.
Very dominant late game. Whatever it is, even if it's 100, I mean, 33 at 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
That's before, 0 kills so far, and she gets souls from champion kills and large monsters, and lots of sources of souls that don't come in till the mid game. Is already at 33. I mean, 100 is possible in the average game.
So Olaf getting spotted out in this bot lane as next dragon, Cloud Drake, is 30 seconds from spawning.
And how do you see this dragon going? I mean, I think they're in a position where both teams could justify going for it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Red's got a little better.
Yeah, Red's got
S10's
more
got
people
better
there right
prio.
now. Yeah.
Do they go for it though with Olaf coming up?
See if
Apparently,
they can
yes, they're pinging.
catch some out. Yeah, they're starting it up. They know that yeah, the teleport coming in from Mordekaiser's. They have 5 here, while Silas does not have his teleport yet, and
Shouldn't have
yeah, they're just
easy.
conceding it.
Yeah,
So.
I'm not shocked by that. It's only second. It's only Cloud. It's not the end of the world.
And that is Ocean Drake. It's the 3rd dragon of the game. Change of the map. You all know the deal by now. So now with 5 members, they're starting to roam around this Rift Herald.
Interesting. I am guessing Senna headed bot to keep them from getting that turret, though they do get another plate.
Yeah, I feel like they're just gonna dive her.
Possibly. Ooh, yeah, they've
Have
got a
big
big
ol' mid
wave.
yeah.
Getting the second plate. Yeah.
No,
Good
they're
dive.
backing off it, but they do get a couple plates in exchange for the Rift Herald. Stacks at 48, 49, 50. There it is. Even 5-0. Also, I keep thinking it's every 25 that she gets a new thing, but it's 20.
So in 10 more, she'll get more.
Yeah.
Which is still very soon.
Still, 50 is like it's a nice number.
Oh, nothing to scoff at, certainly.
Looks like Nautilus and Sivir are in a tricky stitch right here. And Nautilus going down, trapped by 4 members at once. Sivir managing to run away. Mordekaiser sneaking another plate up top.
And for
So Engage coming in now as Olaf is on top of that Senna. She does not have an easy way to get away. And as his ultimate wears off, he gets stunned up by Jax. That
Neil
kill
puts
does.
himself 10% of the way.
Yeah.
First kill.
Also, kill counter update for Neil is 1. 10 more, Neil. Climb that fucking hill.
You can do it, but get this man a record.
Ooh.
This is an interesting jungle game right now. You know, a kill advantage from Olaf, but a significant farm advantage from Neil.
Mm-hmm.
Puts them
Just-
fairly even, and with everyone else on their team having nothing except 1 Thresh kill, it seems like right now the jungles are both ahead of their teams and both have carry potential, but who can get a lead and sustain a lead? Because right now they're pretty darn close to even.
Seeing Silas ulting Mordekaiser in the top lane, managed to trap him and goes down.
Good for him. You're doing evens
Good
out
stuff.
the gold with that.
Yeah, good stuff, kid. Love to see it. Lulu getting engaged on here in the mid lane. Yeah, forced off this tower and is going to go down to the Rift Herald, and that is a wasted teleport. It's not going to go through. Oh, it's okay. It went through. I still lost the tower. Jax walking right onto Olaf. Silas collapsing onto Talia. Jax goes down. Talia flashes away to safety.
Wow. Sorry I disappeared for a second. I'm pre-student teaching right now, and my supervising teacher just texted me to tell me that they're shutting every school in Michigan.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So that's wild. Guess I'm not
Yeah.
going to teach tomorrow. Good, because I'm clearly staying up past midnight.
Oh yeah.
Lots of pings coming down. Lots of posturing around a dragon that doesn't come up. Oh, nope, another 8
It's
seconds.
like
I was
5
looking at the wrong timer. I was looking at the one below it, and I was like, it's like 2 minutes till that timer's... But
Hey,
that is the
man.
red buff timer. I'm a jungler.
You gotta be thinking 3 dragons ahead.
You do, you know. It's like chess, but with dragons. Oh, and a crucial cube. Juice by Daddy missing that literally lost him. Well, that's a bummer. That's the thing about this lane against Silas. Silas is mobile. You know, Mordekaiser has an easier time, I think, farming and sustaining.
Jack's able to get onto Arion, taking him down. We're seeing the Talia ult coming up. Not quite block off the exit for,
Yes,
for
give
the
this
other
man
team.
more kills.
Yeah, it does not matter. Jack's now 4-2. That is updated counter. 7 more kills, Neil. Do it for the record. So,
So I think my earlier comment about the jungle being a bit of anyone's race, but being important to the game, is now very clearly Neil the Steel's game.
yeah, I was thinking that. I mean, I was just thinking that in general is now team names. S10.
S10.
S10 has pulled a clear lead over Heroes of the Storm.
And exceptionally, you know, jungle right now is very much a snowball game. With the removal of catch-up XP, if you get ahead in the jungle, especially, you know, that many kills and that much CS ahead, like, it's very, very difficult for your opponent to come back without a wild team fight.
So we're seeing pings onto this Rift Herald with just a minute left in the game. See if these teams really make a rush for it. S10 onto the Rift Herald and not getting contested. Lost gonna peek his head around, but he sees that he's not welcome, and he's just gonna go for the Smite Steal and Neil the Steal, not living up to his name. Excellent escape play from S10. Let's see if they can re-engage. Silas trapped in the enemy team. He's slowly going down. Not quite enough damage. Jax into the middle of the enemy team, chasing them down. Can't quite catch up. He's using the jump leap strike to get onto Nautilus. See, he's gonna be able to run that down for his 6th kill of the game. That is a 4-for-0 in favor of S10. That sucks if you are on Heroes of the Storm right now.
You know, and it's pretty incredibly consistent how this happens in PMA LCS, but it's always right around 20 minutes I end up asking this question. So there's now a very clear lead for S10. What do you think HOTS does to come back? What's the win condition?
I think you know what? I'm not sure. So I feel like they're designed front to back team fight, right? They want
Yeah.
Olaf running Senna down. And I feel like Senna's just not the threat. Like, it's Jax. And Jax can negate a lot of Olaf's damage. So I don't know what the... I mean, maybe they can wait for Jax to kind of overextend and polymorph him and burn him down that way.
Fair. And I mean, Neil does do that. Yeah. He's very good because he's so confident. But if you're ready for it and can respond
Olaf
to it,
ults and gets on top of Senna here. He's able to run her down, but now he's got to deal with Mordekaiser. And Mordekaiser takes him to the Shadow Realm and takes him out quickly, but now Silas is on top there. Takes Mordekaiser to the Shadow Realm. It's a dark place on the Rift.
Hey, dog. We heard you like the Shadow Realm. So we put a Shadow Realm inside your Shadow.
Yeah, Silas took a minute, but he did bring Mordekaiser to justice. Don't think he got those extra stats, though. Yeah, well-timed seismic shove from Talia forces the flash out of Hoagie.
Yeah. And as I was saying, I think, Neil's great strength is that he's an aggressive forward player and he tends to know his limits. But, with something like Polymorph available, you can take advantage of him playing a little more aggressive and turn it into a pick. So I do think there's potential there. But his team is sticking really close to him right now. So that possible mispositioning seems less likely right now. A little bit of a fight breaking out around Dragon.
Yeah, I think Heroes is really feeling the pressure. They need to start securing some objectives like this Dragon. They're engaging without Olaf. Olaf's going to be late to this fight, and it's not... So he's on top of Senna now. Nautilus goes down. Mordekaiser's polymorphed and goes down in the middle of the enemy team. It's now 3v3. See if Silas can bring enough damage. Thresh goes down 3v2. Jack's re-engaging. He's right on top of Lulu. He's going to be able to not burn her down before he gets polymorphed. Yeah, that's exactly what we were saying that needs to happen. It's the polymorph on the Jax when he goes in for a kill. Oh my god, excellent seismic shove. Takes down Sivir on the back end there. Let's see if he can kite out this Silas.
Silas very mobile. Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, there it is. Oh, but those minions, are they going to get it? Oh my god, they get it. Yep.
Yeah, Minion's taking the top inhibitor on the back end of that.
Very good fight for Heroes of the Storm, though.
Yeah, I think that's the exact kind of fight they need to get back in this game. They lost a bit for it, but they can make up for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think what at the beginning looked like looked like Olaf out of position, ended up being their saving grace. Getting Olaf way in the back line there, able to take down Senna and get them to split. Jax turned around to go on the Olaf,
Mordekaiser.
Talia went the other direction, and they were able to, get the damage on Senna, take out the split the team up and get damage more effectively.
So we're back onto this Dragon. Talia and Silas a little late to this. Talia probably positioning for an ultimate at this point. Yeah, coming in behind them. The wall traps them, and they're going in for a fight.
I love that.
See, I don't know what's happening right now. I can't.
I love that ultimate. Great ult by Senna to put shields. Everybody put some damage down here.
Yeah, Olaf runs Senna down. Olaf kind of committing some terror on this backline here.
Neil the Steel flash. Neil the Steel's 1 kill away. He's 1 kill away. Does he get it? Neil the Steel. Oh,
all right, yeah. Ultimately,
no!
Ultimately, Talia cleaning up that fight, but just 2 more kills. 2 more kills needed for Neil to break the record. One more to tie.
One more to tie. Gosh. Yeah, I'm so hyped.
So yeah, I think S10's loving it right now.
I mean, I can't imagine.
Yeah, they're pretty happy with how this is going down. Yeah, huge gold lead. Just got second Ocean Dragon in the game. They could have got Baron priority, but maybe they didn't have wards available. Didn't clear that pink on it. So, I don't know, I think they just want to shove out their lanes. Talia needs to get a recall in. Jax also needs a recall, and then we can set up for this Baron. Close this game out. Talia.
Yeah, it looks like another fight will come out around Baron. Ping's coming down, people starting to move.
Yeah, I think Talia's trying to draw this Silas away, or trying to draw someone away to give them pressure on the Baron. Jax isn't even up there yet. If Silas right on top of her, she's not going to be able to hold this off.
Not for long at least, and I think S10 knows that, so they're taking this engage while they can.
Yeah, it's a clean getaway for Talia, but S10 able to re-engage On to Heroes of the Storm there. Jack's getting another kill. One more kill. One more kill. Get that Sivir.
You can do it. Is
One more
this
leech
it?
strike.
Can
3,
we make sure the
2,
camera's on it?
1. And there it is.
All-time kill record.
All-time kill record broken by Neil the Steel in one game. Everything from this point is simply for the prestige.
Proud of you, Neil. Now everything from this point is to make sure he doesn't lose the record tomorrow.
It's for the prestige.
He's about to get it. There we
Yeah,
go.
there it is.
Now we're just pushing
One up
it.
himself for good measure.
And they're pushing here. Do they just end here? Is there any response available?
Oh, yeah,
from
that's-
HOTS? I don't know.
That's an easy end.
Yeah. 27 minutes and a new kill record.
Yeah. Alright, gonna pull up
I would like to formally shout out my chapter brother who just texted our group chat. I can't believe they put our classes online and now Blackboard is down when Blackboard has been emailing us every time you log in for weeks that it's going to be down for maintenance tonight. He's like,
to
"Oh my
answer-
God, I can't believe it."
answer a question in the chat. The kills in a season record was 170, which is now 172.
So far.
About to go a little bit up, hopefully.
There's a lot of time left to get that even high.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's 173. I forgot. No, it's 172. I can add numbers. So yeah, let's start talking MVP. Keegan, what are you feeling?
Oh, I mean, I think Neil's a pretty straightforward one here. A dominant force in that game.
Yeah, he had a rough start, but he did really come around by the end of that
Yeah.
game there.
Well, and I think not even like he did a great job of making what could have been a rough start just sort of be neutral.
Mhm.
You know, he managed to keep it at a point that was very easy to come back from and possible to come back from. It wasn't just like
Yeah, he definitely played his part in there. But I do want to shout out Underdog. I think this honorable mention Mudkips on Talia. Actually did a lot of work. Has some amazing seismic shoves, like the kill on Sivir after a dragon fight a while there was just out of nowhere. Like, um, as we mentioned earlier, really surprising that Hoagie didn't have lane priority in mid lane because he's just so aggressive with the Lulu. I mean, it probably speaks a lot to Talia's ability to shove waves, but he did not let them have wave priority that they expected out of mid lane that they wanted for these dragons. So that's my case for Mudkips, but
that's fair.
I'm voting for Neo.
Yeah, I think Mudkips had a really, really good. I think pretty much all of them did, but very just like hard carry from Neil.
Oh, yeah, now we're gonna cut the VOD and join you soon for game 2.